Hi everyone, my name is Marcella Dominguez and I want to welcome you back to my channel. As a trademark lawyer, I have been helping small and mid-sized companies register their trademarks and get through the trademark application process successfully. I want to invite you to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can be notified of whenever I release more videos just like this. My goal is always that you learn more than you knew before you started watching. So let's dive right in. The question we're answering today is, who should own my trademark application? And that's a question that lots of entrepreneurs ask themselves once they get to reading and familiarizing themselves with the form that you are going to have to fill out in your trademark journey. So the question is, who is going to own your trademark application? Are you going to own the trademark application personally, or are you going to have your business own the trademark application? What's the difference between who owns the trademark application? Does it really matter who owns the trademark application? And so these are all issues that we're going to be touching on. And I will tell you that I do own a registered trademark. And for me, it was a no-brainer because I already have an LLC. I have a business established. Now, if you're wondering what that business is, then I invite you to check it out down below. The description is down below and the URL is www.stowyjoey.com. We retail kids coloring products. So I digress, but the point of me telling you that is that when I applied for a trademark, I already had that business established as an LLC. So for me, it didn't make any sense for me to own the trademark personally. I want the business to own the trademark because it is considered a business asset. So for those of you watching this video that are even wondering, well, what in the heck is the benefit of having a registered trademark? Well, guess what? The registered trademark becomes an IP asset. So it becomes a business asset. So it can increase the worth of your business in the long run. And it is important if you do eventually sell your business. So the more that your business gains brand recognition, the more customers you have, the more the business is valued in the future, then of course your IP assets are going to be worth a lot. Cha-ching! So anyway, for me, it was a no-brainer. I need to have Stowy Joey LLC own my trademark application. Now, for those of you that might be a DBA or that don't have an LLC established, maybe you're just a sole proprietor, then you're probably asking yourself, well, where does that leave me? Does that mean that I should form an LLC and have my trademark be owned by my LLC? Or am I okay with just including my own personal name and having me own the application? And the truth is that there are some entrepreneurs that choose to own the trademark, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no rule that says that you're not allowed to do that. So when you file your trademark application, just be aware that this is a question that should come up for you. You should be wondering, do I want my business to own it, or do I personally want to own the trademark application? Like I said, you can have either the business, the entity, your business entity own it. So you can imagine that for large companies like Coca-Cola, Nike, Mercedes, the company owns that trademark. There is no one individual person who owns the trademark application. It just doesn't make sense. And professionally speaking, if you do have a business, then consider that the business might want to own it. So if you have any questions, make sure that you leave them down below. If you're in need of establishing an LLC, then I invite you to watch the video right here on what is the difference between an LLC and a DBA. And that video is super important because I outline what the major differences are. For those of you that are just starting your entrepreneurial journey, you might not be clear on what the differences are between having a DBA or having an LLC. And trust me, the more you know when you get going, the better off you'll be. So you want to get your hands on as much knowledge and information as you can before you embark on that entrepreneurial journey. So watch that video. What is the difference between an LLC and a DBA? And then maybe you can ask yourself, who do you want to own the trademark application? Do you want to own it personally, or do you want your business to own it? Now, if this video was helpful, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below and make sure you subscribe and send us an email, even if it's just to say hi. The information is down below in the description. And if you're somebody that is interested in navigating the trademark journey on your own, make sure that you also click on the link below because I have a whole set of resources, especially for you DIYers. Until next time, I hope you learned more than you knew before you started watching.